Hi, my name is Rabbi Sam Frankel, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on tefillah and mindfulness. When I first spoke to Rabbi Rothwax about this idea, it goes back about a month ago. The question Rabbi Rothwax asked me, he said, "Sure, I'd love for you to be able to talk at the shul, but when we schedule it, it's going to be a few weeks before Pesach. Uh, are you okay if you just speak in front of a few people, a minyan maybe?" I said, "I'd be happy with just one person there." Wow, how a month, few weeks can change. Not only am I not going to be speaking at Beth Aaron in front of not even one person, I'm now speaking in my home. I have no idea whether there's one person listening to this or whether everyone is listening to this. Boy, the world has changed a lot in a few weeks. And I think talking about tefillah now and people being secluded now, I think it gives us an opportunity to be able to reflect and to hopefully come out of seclusion with a better perspective and attitude about our world. So I first want to thank Rabbi Rothwax again for giving me this opportunity. And he's done this in several occasions where I've spoken in front of the shul with his permission, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I also want to thank you for sharing with me some information that was given to you by one of the members of our congregation, Mr. Alan Friedman, who I also want to thank, because he also spent time with me on giving me ideas that will be incorporated in this talk. I will be doing this in several segments. Each will be anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. This first one will be a combination of the thanks that I just did, an azkara to a few neshamos that I'd like to dedicate the presentation, a little caution, and then I will start with the titles. So firstly, the azkaros. There are 3 people whose neshamos I would like to be able to have lifted in any way that's possible. The neshamas should have an aliyah. And I've chosen these 3 people because each of them, I believe, share qualities and a love for tefillah. I will mention their names and Hamevin Yovin. Those people who know them will appreciate, I hope. And the people who don't, you're certainly free to ask. The first one is Rabbi Yosef Shmuel Shmelka ben Yitzchak. The second is Kalman ben Chaim. And the third is Ziska ben Yosef. I believe each of them, for different reasons, had a great love for davening and for prayer. And one quality I think they each shared, and I knew each of them for very little, but I think they each shared a quality of sincerity. These were 3 very sincere people. And I think tefillah and sincerity go hand in hand. So may those neshamos have an aliyah. When Rabbi Rothwax first spoke with me and I told him about the idea, he asked me, "So, Sam, what's going to be the title of your presentation?" And I hadn't thought of one until he asked, and then living in the moment, I said, I think I'd like the title to be Chazoras Hashatz, a rabbinic modification that has outlived its usefulness. Not. And I didn't hear a response for about 15 seconds, and I said, "Rabbi, what do you think?" And he said, "I think I know where you're going, but I don't think I like this title. When you have another title, give me a call back, and we'll talk about it." I hung up, and I gave a lot of thought to it, and I called him back about a week later, and in fact, we were sitting at a chasana, and we spoke about it. I said, "Rabbi, I think I have a better title. What do you think of this? Why is it that we repeat Shemoneh Esrei? Didn't Hashem hear us the first time?" And the second level of the title was mindfulness and its impact on prayer, and praying and how it impacts on our own mind. That's what I would like to be the focus over the next series of talks that will be going up on YouTube. Our minds right now, more than ever, I don't think this is a rabbinic modification that has outlived its usefulness. As you'll hear through the talk, yes, there may have been a period in time where we needed this modification, but it certainly has different uses now than at any point in time. Because of things like technology, cell phones, things like that, our brains are used to being able to respond and to be out of the moment more than living really in the moment. We get distracted easily. I saw it in school. Our students, their ability to focus, and not just our students, older people as well. I'm now hearing that some research is showing that there's physiological changes that are happening in the brains by people that are, in a sense, almost addicted to these devices. So I think that davening and the concept of being able to live in the moment is something that's an antidote. And not only is it something that has outlived its usefulness, I will hope to demonstrate that it's more useful than ever. Shabbat Shalom, and I hope to be able to continue this on YouTube videos on my channel, Rabbi Sam Frankel. Have a great Shabbos, and please stay well.